Hello, I'm just going to explore how to get the bottom nut on a magneto, on a Triumph, Norton, etc. Always a bugger to get your fingers into. So this is just a way that I've devised that can sort it. Basically, what you need is a quarter inch drive socket and an extension bar like this. Put the socket onto the extension bar. Now this is 4mm, so just play around and see what your one does. But basically, you imagine the nut goes onto the. You can see that nut goes onto the actual. I'm trying to do this one-handed onto the socket. And what you've got to do is, I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, but all you've got to do is line it up so that if you look at that, the socket itself slips into the hole perfectly. Yeah. So if you look over the top there, you'll see the end of the socket sticking out past the nut, and it just fits into the hole. So it lines up. If you imagine this distance, lines up perfectly. So what you want to do, you want to pull it away a little bit, just small enough so the nut won't fall off. Yeah. And the next bit I'm going to do without you seeing it, I'm going to just put some tape over this section here that goes right round the whole magneto and holds that bar in place. Right, so this is the finished product. If you look on here, very technical, bit of tape, bar. The nut actually will slide forward and spin, but it won't actually come right off the socket end. So now when you thread it on, all you've got to do is get it roughly in the right place with your tip fingers. You can do it fingertip, obviously, to get it done up, but just saves you a lot of time and a lot of dropping that nut down. Well, here's the next section. I'll chuck a bit of toilet roll or kitchen roll just to wedge it so that it's flat on the plate at the top, you see, so it's not too up or down, so you only have to worry about the nut itself. And then just run down this side, and as you can see down there, that nut, can't really see much there at all, I'm afraid. The nut isn't on at the moment. I'm just going to fill my fingers down there like that, spin the nut. You can see the nut is spinning onto the stud, and that's it. We're in. So what I'm going to do now is take that out, cut the tape away, drop the bar down, and we're done. So much easier than trying to do it with your fingers. Finally, it's doing that elusive nut up. A lot of people say they can't get to it with a spanner. The way to actually do it is to take the foot peg off, get the nut that's in there. I can do this or not, but I'll try. Push it out the way. Now that means you can get about half a turn, quarter turn with the spanner from underneath now, and it's fairly straightforward. I mean, I've just reached under now and I'm on it already, so that's actually grabbed it now. So it's nice and easy to do it, and you can get probably about ½ inch to an inch out of it. You're going to have to do a few turns, but there's certainly an ease in going over the top, which you just can't get access to it because it's under, unless you've got a bent spanner, and then you're laughing, and even then it's quite hard. That's it really. So I will leave you to it, and I'll come back with some more hints. Something else, just as a little tail end thing I think you might be interested in. I've knocked up a little thing instead of a timing disc. It's a real pain in the ass because quite often they get caught on the edge of the bike. And they're a bit hard work to store, etc., without breaking them. So I've made this little thing up. The long and the short bit is it's a cup. See that? Just a cup with just put some threads and a couple of bolts on the other side. Pop rivet through with a little clip. And the idea is you put your iPhone in it. Stick your iPhone in sideways, so it's up that way. Do it up. And of course your iPhone's got an angle meter on it, which is really accurate, so you can start at the 0 point wherever you want to. You literally just stick it straight onto the I'm using my iPhone so I can't show you right now. You stick it onto the side there, do the little bolt up just to lock it in place, and you're ready to go. You just put your iPhone in this slot. Your iPhone will rotate completely, so do 360 degrees if it has to, and without catching anything, and it will give you a dead true reading every time. Might be worth making up one. Nice, easy to store.